Good morning, solid steppers. It's Miss Ward coming to you from early morning South Florida. I'm headed out to a job in Coral Gables this morning, and last night was a little restless night for me. But once again, that goes back to business ownership. Whenever you're approaching something that you haven't done before, or until you do it a couple of times, you can't address your confidence level until you duplicate those processes. You got to work at it, and you can never take anything for granted that you know. I was studying some things because when I'm on the road, I turn my van into a academic learning center. So I don't be like listening to drama, music, catching up on binge watching. I don't do any of that. What I do is I focus on areas I was challenged on, and I find materials that will support my growth. Because one thing I can't stand is getting into a situation and not having a way out and can't figure it out. I feel if you got 24 hours in a day, you always got time to prepare. If you show up not prepared, then guess what? That's a kink in your armor. You need to tighten that up. And that's exactly how I operate. I am harder on myself than anyone else can be. I'm extremely exacting, but it's because I'm very clear of my skill set, my abilities, and my genius. And I make no damn apologies about it. If you got a problem with it, find another channel. But I'm this way because if you don't not necessarily believe in you, if you don't believe in yourself, number one, if you don't apply the knowledge and the gifts you have, number two, and if you don't master your own mentality and self-discipline, then your ass is at a loss. Stop hanging around losers, man. Be around people who make you want to excel and, work on your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. If you don't have people who can enhance that, then you need to get away from them losers. You need to look in the mirror and figure out if your ass won. That's the reality. I mean, we all go through phases, slumps, and dumps, but you were put here to be extremely successful. You are wonderfully and magically made. I shouldn't have to tell you that. At this point in our lives, we got to know. You better get your ass out here and get it, because you're standing next to somebody that's going to get it too. So who going to get it first? Well, guess what? Miss Ward is going to get it first. And if I don't, I'm going to learn something along the way. I'm also going to give kudos to people who support me. Like I said, there are people like Bobby Howard, Mike Sneed, and then, even people who feel like they don't bring anything like to the table. I want to give some shout outs to people that I really look up to, like Darian Clark, Greg Birch, Kirk, Jonathan Rumbley. These guys, even Irv Thomas, these guys are in the game. You feel me? And they doing their thing, and they're helping at the same time. And, the family, the Eureka Stanton, that family, and how they get down with that military background. I love that structure. Y'all better do it. God, if y'all don't get y'all cousins from cutting in front of me, I am so over these people. But I also do something else every morning. Because I am a believer, I pray and cover myself. And when I say I pray and cover myself, I ain't no one of them mothers, what they call them, mothers of the church with the hat in the first row. Now, let's not even play that game. But what I do is I'm very clear that everything I create in my life, I am co-creating that. And by my belief in the words that come out of my mouth. So there are times when I get arrogant, because I'm an arrogant, I know that, and I'm okay with that. Because that's what I had to be to get where I am and to believe myself, because the world would dump some shit on you. The world will have you thinking you less than, they will have you thinking you can't do shit, and here you are, genius IQ, and up here tripping because you don't fit in, you don't look the part, talk and walk the part. Well, skip that. You were made that way for a reason, because you have a gift to share with the world. So get your ass up and share it. It ain't that hard, I swear. You just got to get that negative stuff out of your mind. And what you do is you immerse yourself, get your little audible.com account, and then start downloading some books. And if you can't afford that, go to YouTube and Google the books, because a lot of the damn books is Audible on YouTube for free. There's no excuse for you not to be putting deposits of success and mastery in your life. I am telling you. Y'all have no idea my story. That's okay. It's going to be a Lifetime movie, so I'll keep you posted. But But what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't blame my parents. I don't blame where I come from. You know, it's not like I didn't go through that phase because I felt like I was disadvantaged. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? But at the end of the day, you got to realize your parents did the best they knew because of what they was raised in. You don't know what the hell went on behind closed doors. Because our parents don't talk about that scandalous stuff. They sweep it under the rug and something might peep out when somebody died. And then they lock that rug back down. I mean, shoot, especially people of color, we are notorious for not going to therapists, not working out issues. And I can say that because I'm a person of color. So if you got a problem with it, find another channel. So what I'm trying to say is we all have demons, as the old folks like to say. We all have monkeys on our backs. But either the monkey's going to win or your ass going to win. Because the whole reason you have those challenges and those adversities is so you can come out here and soar. Because if you can get up with that weight, that mental weight, that means you can go out here and do any damn thing. It's nothing the world can throw you because you're looking at that. That's like a smoke screen. Ask me how I know. So anyway, y'all got me on another tangent. I just had to drop them gems though, because that was in my spirit. Somebody somewhere needed to hear that book. Amen. So guess what? People have been getting on me, so I'm going to have to conform. So guess what? If you get anything out of this video, please share, like, and subscribe. So you're notified anytime I feel like going on a rant and bringing you into my madness. Okay, done. So, now I got to remember what I was thinking about, because I don't normally do that. Alright, so there are a couple of things I saw in my group, and I see people asking for help. And I know how it is to be frustrated in a situation and nothing makes sense. But then you got to understand, you got to go study that stuff. Like, for instance, the thing I cannot stress enough, if you go into a situation and an item won't start, you have to pull out those schematics and you have to pull out the tech sheets and you have to be able to break down that load. Everything that from the power coming in to the resistance of the switch to everything that's in that particular circuit that attributes to that. Now say you don't have it. Say you don't have the tech sheets. Well, let me share some with you. That means you better have a basic understanding of how those systems work. Because whatever system is, you can work it out. As things get newer, they add more things into the load, into the schematic, into the line of power, service, and ground, and neutral, and common, and all that good stuff. But you have to understand basic electricity. Basic electricity is about current. Either current's going to keep going one way or there's going to be an interrupter. It's that simple. And you got to understand where there's switches or load circuits. Like, there's a whole thing to this. And this is why I pushed appliantology. Because the beautiful thing about Mr. Brown is that he gets into that. And even if you don't buy the course, but you get the $200, $300, whatever that is, I forget, because I just paid it and moved on. He gives you the webinars. And the beautiful part about the webinars is he touches bases on those things, and he gives you enough that even if you don't take the course and you study what he says, you pull the tech sheets and follow him word for word in those webinars, you grow because you learn. I remember seeing Tim M and other people I follow in his notes in these webinars. So you have to be thirsty for this knowledge. On top of this, there are too many free YouTube videos for you not to learn. So I'm not trying to hear no damn excuses. I love everybody, but I was one of them people. I would look up everything on YouTube. I do the research, blah, 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 and I'm running in circles because I don't have the basic concepts. So, because I come from an environment that I had done it so long, I could tell you whether you needed a water pump, head gasket, alternator, blah, blah, blah. Because you've been doing it so long, you take it for granted. So the fundamentals you have to go back and reinforce. You're hearing this from Miss Ward. Go take your ass to the library. It's free. And even if you have to get the stuff online, I think libraries may not be open, but they open that. It's too many. There are too many free resources. Get you an electrical skill course. Get you a schematic course. All that shit is free. Spark Notes. I'm telling you, get the basics. Once you get that, you're unstoppable. Like right now, I have to study schematics because I have to stay on top of myself. And so it takes some of me longer on some projects because I am on my ass. because I got to get it. How am I going to tell somebody how to diagnose shit and then my ass is struggling? That's crazy. You know, I just spent almost, I don't even want to talk about it. I really don't. Thank God for business credit, because I swear to God. But I have invested in some seal system equipment that's really needed because I'm stepping that game up. I realize how profitable it is, but I'm not going there with no 1920 damn equipment doing it like everybody else. Y'all know I don't roll like everybody. Miss Ward got her way of doing stuff, so I'll be posting that stuff in the group. So, you know, just pick your lip up off the ground, because you're like, damn. But y'all don't understand, when you do a business, you got to throw everything back in the business. You can't be going on vacation, flossing, you know, eating out every night. That's crazy. You got to put that thing back in the business. This clown here, man, I can't do y'all, man. Woo! Y'all need to get y'all cousins, two primos, or whatever language you want to use to say it. Get them off the road, baby. Because if you late, you don't need to kill nobody else trying to get where you going. That's my problem. Anyway, y'all, I hear the tangent coming, so I'm getting in the thick of it here in Miami. So I'm gonna get off this this video. Love you guys. Have a great day. And remember, Solid Steppers, get your ass up and go geek it.